Yeah, this will be a short speech. Mr. Stewart, during our previous debates, you mentioned that much of the leadership of public schools comes from the superintendent, and that a good superintendent does most of the work, while the mayor stands on the sidelines and stays out of the way. I certainly disagree with that characterization, and I believe it's important that the mayor provide leadership and direction to improve our schools. As mayor and chairman of the school committee, what specific programs would you propose that would improve our schools, and specifically, please if I can say it again, specifically, how would you pay for those proposals given the limited resources available?
Okay, what I said actually was that a strong superintendent, listening to his team, which obviously comes from the ground up, brings to the school board ideas, and that what that superintendent hopes for is that the chair of the school committee, who may know nothing about schools, doesn't get in the way. Now, if you have a strong mayor who has experience in schools, and offers new ideas around leading the schools forward, it's a different dynamic. What I will do specifically, there are a number of areas where the school system is struggling. We have a very good school system, but it's not an excellent school system yet. I think there's opportunity, for example, around the high school dropout rate. It was documented that 30% of our high school students are dropping out. A recent report, as many of you probably saw in the news or read in the paper, actually indicated that the number is 40%. And I also go back to the other study I read, which is that 25% of high school dropouts are talented and gifted students. And so it's not simply about kids who are not passing the MCATs. There are kids who are passing the MCATs and are still dropping out, partly because they're bored. And that there are lots of different learning styles for students, and that no one kid, one individual learns the same way. What I have been doing over the last few years is working with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Big Picture Company, starting an array of small high schools, public high schools, throughout the country. Just starting 3 high schools in St. Louis. They're small schools, no more than 200 students. They all have very different, unique designs. So for example, right now we have Youth Build in Boston, in Brockton. And Youth Build, if you join that program as a student, you get your GED if you're a dropout. Well, in Philadelphia, they have a Youth Build high school. So students who are likely to drop out because they want to be able to use their hands and their minds, stay in school to get their diploma. So I would really push for a community of small high schools as an option. There's lots of money out there for the Gates Foundation to partner with school boards to build these schools and institute these schools in their communities. And lessen our dropout rate. There are schools that have been built using the Alternative High School Initiative models. There are different models, where kids who were, most people thought they would not make it through high school, these schools have a 100% graduation rate. And many of them have a 90+% college admission rate. And these are students who should have never made it through high school. And so that's one idea that I have that I will work with the school board on.
I need to make sure there so we can get 2 more questions before